We said it was coming. We weren't guessing. It was the direction of this industry, the direction of the future of finance. And for years, the conversation swirling around Ripple has been framed around, well, XRP price, speculation, and headlines. There's been a ton of headlines. But underneath all of that, there was always a different story, a real story that was building. One of infrastructure, and maybe most importantly, well, liquidity, and about the control of capital flows. Now, this is no longer a theoretical discussion. Major players, and I mean major ones, are starting to move towards real time cross border liquidity solutions. It's even bigger than just cross border payments. Corporate treasuries, what a big acquisition G Treasury has been for Ripple. The part of the system that really most people never talk about, it just kind of happens. Well, it's beginning to shift quietly, methodically, but it's shifting. And you don't have to say it. You don't have to say, I told you so, because everyone knows it. You've been saying it for years, because this is exactly what it looks like when a system, when it starts changing from the inside out. That's what's happening, the complete build out. And what used to sound like a long term thesis, well, it's now showing up as real world demand, big demand. And the question isn't whether this direction was right. The question is, how far along? How far along are we really right now? Because this early stage we're seeing is just the opening act. And most people, they have no idea, and I mean no idea, what they are truly looking at here. It is big. Ripple drives corporate treasuries. The shift as cross border liquidity demand surges. So, yeah, they're still into making payments as always, but it's more than that. You have big corporate giants that are moving money around to meet payroll demands, to pay for inventory, anywhere they need to move money quickly, efficiently. They're using this system, XRP, again, the bridge. And it's so important as we get this really split world where these systems may not talk to each other efficiently going forward. And you're going to need that bridge. This is going to be even more and more important as you're doing global business. Well, you're going to need a global financial system. That's exactly what this is. Now, this is an interesting article. It says, look, U.S. regulators recognize XRP's non-security status. Now, we already had a judge say it, but it's one of these things where big players, they don't want the SEC to circle back around and say, oh, well, the judge said that, but this is different. And, we're coming after you. Like, that's a big defining moment. Most people downplay it. That's going to really be a big catalyst there. And then, of course, regulations will be the next. But with that even playing field, well, it's an even playing field. And a lot of people are going to jump in here. In Ethereum is going big time in payments and the movement of money and stable coins and layer twos. It ain't no joke. If you think this is still